Hi, this is Jenny Oya with Nuggets and Things. Thank you so much for joining me today. Today we want to talk about focus, following one's course until successful. Following one's course until successful. Focus. A lot of times I have to say over and over again to people, just focus, focus. You're so easily to be distracted, and the way the world has been set up is so many distractions. We are distracted all the time. In the middle of the meeting, somebody's watching their phone, trying to see if they got a text. Um, People walking down the street, tapping on their phone, not even watching to see if the traffic is coming. Driving down the highway, somebody's distracted by, I don't know, the ducks or geese, people, whatever it may be. We're so easy to be distracted, and not remaining focused. To remain focused is very important. To always know that wherever you got your sight set, you need to continue that route. Continue going where you're supposed to go because it's always going to be something to get in your way, to distract you, to cause you to get off course. It's like a GPS, right? Oh my gracious, what do we do before we had a GPS system? What do we do? How do we how do we survive saying we was gonna go to a place that we never been before and we gotta find our way? I remember, oh good gracious, a long time ago, before they had the cell phones and the GPS system. And somebody says, come and visit me. I live at 419 Main Street, right? And you have to try to figure out how to get there from where you are, maybe states away, but you have to try to find out how to get there. And somewhere along the line, most of the time, you get lost, you get off course. Oh my gracious! I remember a day trying to get to a location. I messed around and end up into the city of DC. I said, "Ooh!" I mean, right in the heart of it, the heart of DC. I'm like, and there was no courtesy. Like, we're gonna let you in. If you don't know where you're going and you lost, too bad because because they going. And I think I got in there some kind of rush hour, or they may always have a rush hour. I don't know. But I said, if I ever get out of here, so I'm trying to get out. People behind me blowing the horn. They realize I ain't from here. And somewhere there was a police officer. A police officer came in front to the side of me and asked me what was wrong. And I said, I'm trying to get out. They won't let me out. He says, follow me. And he pulled out slowly so the traffic could stop. And he let me follow him out so I can get back on 95 to get where I needed to go. Oh, where are those nice gentlemen today? My gracious. But anyway, I remember that. But I found myself, off course. It wasn't purpose, but I was off course because something happened, something changed that caused, my life, my direction to be changed. But my focus was still on I've got to get to this particular location. And this is what we must do with our life every single day. When we rise up in the morning, we have something in our hearts, our minds, our desire that we want to do in the course of that day. There's a place we want to be, a person we need to be with, and some kind of job we need to complete. Whatever it is, we have to remain focused, following one's course until successful. You don't stop until you succeed because there's so many things, right? Obstacles, oppositions that to stop you from succeeding in whatever it is you're trying to do in your life. It doesn't matter where it is, how it is, or who it is. When you make up your mind you want to do something, there's always something that would try to step in and stop you from finishing that course, stop you from going forward and doing what you say you want to do. But you must remain relentless. I'm not stopping. Rising up in my childhood, I was considered the rebel, and it was okay. I always said, I'm going to go against the grain. Everybody's trying to, go on the smooth water. I'm going to make some waves. I was the rebel. And I liked it that way. I didn't like being like nobody else. I didn't want to be following what everybody was doing. What everybody's doing this. So I would make sure I would do it different. I wanted to be different. I wanted to dress different. I wanted to walk different. I wanted to just, my vision, my views, my path, my journey, my desires. I wanted to be different. And I taught my children at a very young age. I said, dare to be different. Everybody's doing that. So why don't you do something different? Dare to be different. Step out of the norm and do something that nobody else is doing. You be the trend breaker or you be the trend setter. You go in and you change things. You go in and you ruffle some little feathers. You think it's, but people then begin to look at you and say, I want to do that. I like what you're doing. I enjoy that, because they have stepped out of the norm. Sometimes you looking across and say, Dang, I wonder what it's like to be over there. Stop wondering. you know, you want to know what it's like? Try it. You might like it. You know that commercial? Try it, you might like it. You might just enjoy it. But when you set your sights on something, that goal, that passion, don't allow the fact that nobody else has done it. Oh, how in the world could you be an inventor? You invented something unless no one's ever done it before. You discovered something that nobody else has done before. You created something that nobody else would even try. You wanted to be someone that nobody else wanted to be. Then all of a sudden it becomes a trend. People start following that path because somebody's got to break it. Somebody's got to, burn that path, right? Just be a trailblazer. Be that. Dare to be different. When you set your sights on something, always know, most of the time when you set your sights on something that is higher than where you are, that little child that came from, poverty, or, came from a lost place, traumatized, but yet they still had big dreams. They had high hopes. I'm going to be somebody. I'm going to do something that nobody else done, right? And everybody, you're just a nobody. Nobody even noticed you. You're too short, you're too tall, you're too big, you're too small, right? You're too dark, you're too light. Whatever it is. People would try to mash you and tell you you cannot do what you said you want to do. But you dare to be different. You push past all of that because you know there's something inside you that is something waiting to be born, to be birthed, to change things. You can be that. You can do that. And don't worry about saying, well, I'm going to let my children do it because I'm past that age. What age? What age? What's age got to do with anything? People say, age ain't but a number. A lot of times, people will say that when they're trying to get past something, right? But in essence, age is a state of mind. It is a state of mind. If you believe that you're that, that's what you're going to be. You say, so, yeah, he'll never grow up. And it's okay. If he's still in his youth, in his 40s, 50s, 60s, or 70s, that's him. How's it hurting you? Unless now he's been, careless and reckless. I can understand that. But if he's enjoying his life, it's a man, I think they said, maybe on YouTube, that's in his 70s. He's out there, working out every day. He's got this awesome physique, and he doesn't look his age because the way he eats, what he does with his life, he defies that word age. Sometimes we allow that word age to tell us what we can't do. And, I can't do it because I'm too young. I can't do it because I'm too old. I can't do it. Stop putting limitations on you because nobody else can limit you but you. So, if you got an idea, if you got a thought, you got a dream, you got a person, you got a thing that you want to do, come on. Don't let nothing stop you. Follow your course until successful. Focus. Focus on that thing that you said that you want. Focus on that, whatever it is you say you want to, to achieve in life. Whatever it is. Do not allow anything to come in between that. Oh, well, there used to be a time I could do it, but oh, my body, it's not like it used to be. Okay, we realize that our body does change. So does our stamina. You know, we can't run like we used to. We can't do a lot of things we used to do, but we can still do it. We can't might not be as fast. We might can't lift up to 140 pounds, but we can still do the 60 or we can do the 30. Don't stop. Follow your course. Continue on. All mind centered. There's something great waiting for you to do. You have been challenged. You have been called. You are destined to do awesome things, to do great things, to lead people into places. You are history in the making. You can create something that somebody's going to go behind and says, that person did that. They was the one who changed my mind. They was the one that caused me to want to dream. They was the one that showed me that there's nothing impossible. Be that person. It doesn't have to be great and big. It could be small, but whatever it is, it can change somebody else's life when they're looking at you. Be that person. You know, don't stop. Don't give up. Don't let go. Today's an awesome day to start something new, to change something that you want to do, someplace you want to go, someplace you want to know, right? Somebody you want to see. Today's a good day for that. Do not allow anything to stop you from being where you want to be, having what you want to have, seeing who you want to see. Don't stop. It's a great day for anything to happen. We're down to our last day. Ooh, I'm so thankful. This is our last day. And the children will be out of school for 2 weeks, which means I can get a break. And I'm so excited about jumping in there this morning and doing my thing. And I want to host this thing for our organization today. And I want to let the staff know how much I appreciate them, how much I love them. So I want to do something special for them. I have a vision. I'm remaining focused. I am being resilient because I want to pour some love in today, right? So I can't wait. And then when the showboat is over, I'm going to be glad to say I'll see y'all next year. But it's a start, right? Start something. And when I was telling the staff some of the things I wanted to do for today, they was looking at me like, really? I said, yeah, I got a DJ coming. I know it's a DJ. They like, really? I said, yeah. We gonna have. Come on now. You can't hang with me if it ain't gonna be no music. If I can't have music, mm-mm. So this is what I do. But now, you got something that you like to do, something you enjoy doing, how you like to cause your little way to be. And people will remember that. Because again, we always talk about making an impression, right? You do something that nobody else wants to do. They thought about doing it, but maybe not. But you do it. Do that. And it'll always be remembered, right? I like to leave legacies. I like to leave those little memories that people can look back and say, you remember that year when we had this party and we had this and we had that? Because look, you might can't do it every year. It might be the last time you do it, but guess what? You did it. You did it. Do that. You might not get a chance to do it again. So while you got a chance, do it and give it everything you got. Don't stop because of what somebody thinks, feels, or how they believe. You do it because that's what you want to do. Because you want to change somebody's life. You want to change the very atmosphere. You want to change your mindset. You want to do something, that causes people to think outside the box and say, you know what, let's do this anyway. It looks a little ridiculous, but we're going to do it. And that's what we do. Be the person. Be the person that is focused, following one's course until successful. Don't stop. Don't give up. Don't you let go until you get to where you want to go. Succeed. It's a beautiful word. You can be that. Just walk around. My name is success. I am successful. I have succeeded. You know? Yeah, that's what you do. Anyway, you have a marvelous day. I'm getting ready to go out here today and just oh gosh, like the fairy godmother, right? I'm going to sprinkle the day in. I'm going to just, in everybody's life who I see today, I'm going to sprinkle. I'm going to make it golden. I'm going to sprinkle that love and that smile, those cheers, and tell, oh, it's going to be a great day all day long, right? Because that's what I set off to do. This is a day to make it happen. So until we see one another again, you be blessed, be powerful. Do not allow anybody to dampen your light or your day. You be awesome. I love you and I want you to be awesome. Focus. Follow your course until you're successful. Blessings to you. Thank you so much. Jenny Oya, Nuggets and Things.